die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my gorgeous mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video we're going to be doing the top 5 winter cold weather scents. But before we talk about that, get this hair out of the way. My fragrance of the day, and that is Johnny V XX Artisan. What an immaculate fragrance this is. Just when you thought that like luxurious white floral citrus forward goodness of Artisan was the peak. Beautiful mates, what's your favorite winter scent? If you could only pick one, let me know in the comments below because I'm genuinely curious to hear what you guys have to say. XX Artisan comes in and just blows it out of the water. And that is coming from somebody that adores the way John Varvatos' Artisan smells. This is fresh, soapy, clean and musky. It is just an incredible warm weather scent. Unlike the fragrances that I'm going to be talking about today, which are all winter scents. You could still wear this in winter though, don't get me wrong. These sorts of soapy forwards, clean fragrances are ideal, versatile, all seasons, all occasion scents. And for less than like $80 Australian, you are really getting what is one of the benchmarks in terms of designer quality. John Varvatos fragrances are not the best performers. I will be the first to admit that to you guys. But it's actually kind of weird. In my experience, the fresh John Varvatos fragrances perform better than the cold weather John Varvatos fragrances. I'm just gotta... Smells incredible. I got this for $40 on clearance. I'm probably gonna go back and get another bottle just because I would hate to actually run out of this. So if you haven't checked this one out and you're in the market for a fresh, soapy, clean, musky scent, XX Artisan by John Varvatos is an incredible choice. All right, starting things off from cheapest to most expensive on this list, we've got Jacques Bogart One Man Show Oud Edition. Notice the highly concentrated text up there as well. I've shown this to a couple of mates and they all say the same thing. It's a very sophisticated fragrance. It's not for young men. It's not for a young man. But if you're young and you want an incredibly performing, woody, semi-sweet scent, then this is going to be an excellent option. It's got a smokiness and a synthetic oud note. It's not a real oud note, especially not at the $25 Australian price point. But it just has this sweet smokiness. It's just a very elegant, mature, sophisticated scent. More suited to the better dressed amongst you, somebody over the age of 25. We're talking 35 plus really if we want to get down to brass tacks, but ultimately, if you're in the market for a very solid performing scent with a sophisticated smokiness and actually quite a bit of complexity for a cheap scent, then this is a great option. I'll just show you the bottle again. I forgot how good this scent is, really. A lot of the one-man show fragrances by Jacques Bogart are highly rated and considered the best amongst cheapies by connoisseurs for a reason, and that's because they have good performance, they're solid value, and they just get the job done. So if you haven't checked this one out, definitely consider it. Next up, at less than $70 Australian, I've seen it on eBay for $40, I've seen it on eBay for $140. But I'm gonna put this in at a cheaper price point just because I do see this at Priceline and Chemist Warehouse for less than $80 generally, and that is Boss Bottled Intense. Not Boss Bottled, this performs much better than Boss Bottled. With top notes of orange blossom and apple, heart notes of cinnamon, and a base note of sensual woody notes. This is a sweet, woody, aromatic men's scent. You've got the sweetness from the apple. You've got a kind of delicate nuance because of that orange blossom. And as far as compliment getting fragrances go, the Boss Bottled line are gonna be your best friend. They're not gonna be 12-hour scents, so don't go into this thinking it's going to perform 2 days in a row because it just isn't. That is just a fragrance to die for. Ultra mass appealing. Not everybody's wearing the Boss bottled line. And yeah, solid performance all around from these scents. I highly recommend them. Look, if you can only get Boss bottled instead of Boss bottled intense, it smells very similar to this. It just performs a little worse. It's still a great smelling fragrance with the apple and the cinnamon. Apple and cinnamon, just in general, pair so well together. Combine the apple and the cinnamon with a base of ultra masculine woody notes. You're left with a fragrance that's just going to appeal to almost everyone. I'd really struggle to find somebody that disliked the way the majority of the Boss bottled line smells. Performance may be an issue for some people, but it's an 8-hour scent. That's plenty to get you through a workday and then some. Check out Boss bottled intense if you haven't already. I suspect a lot of you will have already tried those out anyway. Next up, at about $100 Australian for 50 ml, is Kiehl's Original Musk. I have recommended this on the channel a few times before. It is a unisex scent, and it has one of the most Moorish, musky notes I've ever smelt in my life. It's that perfect convergence between masculine and feminine. You've got the delicate florals up top, and then a kind of almost woodiness in the base, along with a potent, clean, gentle musk. There's not a lot of fragrances that smell better than this one. It's versatile, all seasons, all occasion. The thing about musk scents when they're made with such high quality like Kiehl's Original Musk is that even though you're paying more for them, you get a lot of versatility, and that is why I love the note of musk. When it's presented delicately and with a touch of class and sophistication, you can wear it all seasons, all occasions. Even in the high heat of summer, 1 or 2 sprays of Kiehl's Original Musk is going to work an absolute treat. If you already are clean, hygienic, and smell good, this is only going to amplify those qualities of yours. What an exceptional fragrance. The only thing not exceptional about this is the price. If it was $100 for 100 ml, I would be like, absolutely everybody needs to check this out. But at between $90 to $100, depending on the retailer, for only 50 ml, it's not going to be the best value scent, but I still recommend it purely because it's an exceptional winter scent. Next up, at about $130 Australian, you've got a classic old school men's scent, Dior Fahrenheit. To some people this smells like gasoline or petrol. To others it smells very floral. To my nose, I used to get that petrol note, but now it comes across more as like this really unique violet note along with a huge dose of leather. I do still get what people say though about that like gasoline opening. That's why I initially loved this scent, because I was like, walking around smelling like gasoline, how badass of me. But nowadays it's more something you wear because you want to smell masculine, floral, and leathery. It's a very unique fragrance. Even to this day, it is extremely unique. Not the most versatile scent, but the kind of bloke that would wear Dior Fahrenheit is going to wear this all seasons, all occasions, regardless. You know, black leather jacket, black suit, that sort of guy. Bit of an edge, maybe sort of like a rock and roll vibe. Dior Fahrenheit is the perfect fragrance for that sort of aesthetic. Man, I sort of like One Man Show Oud Edition. I just can't stop smelling this. Chances are your dad may have worn this at one point, and I mean, maybe he wore it before you were conceived. Who knows? I'm not judging. But in all honesty, this is a 10 out of 10 men's scent. It's ultra masculine, ultra leathery, ultra floral. It's just one of those men's scents that's turned up to 11. It's an icon for good reason, and it's worth every cent. And lastly, we've got the most expensive at over $200 Australian, Tom Ford's Black Orchid Eau de Parfum. If you can get your hands on the Eau de Toilette cheaper, just get that instead. They both smell very close to one another, but yeah, this smells absolutely incredible. Sweet, dusty, chocolatey, a little floral as well, a patchouli note here. It's a very complex scent. It's another unisex scent. It is quite pricey, but what you do get for that money is an exceptional scent with 48 hours of performance. And if you spray this on, you know, your favorite shirt, something that you wear all the time, that'll last for weeks, especially if you only wash it a couple of times. It's a beast mode scent, and I found that it doesn't matter if it's a slightly older bottle or a more recent batch, performance is incredible, the DNA is incredible, you're gonna be able to share this with your missus, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, doesn't matter. Although I would say that this is one of those scents that it's a love it or hate it fragrance. The people that love this one really, really love it, but the people that hate it really, really hate it. It's probably one of the most common Tom Ford fragrances, so you may smell this out in the wild, but it's such a pleasant fragrance. It's such a sexy, attractive scent that it doesn't really matter. You know, you can be part of the Black Orchid Legion. If you can get the Eau de Toilette cheaper, just get the Eau de Toilette, but rumors have it that it's been discontinued. I really hope not. You know, I find that although this is a little smoother than the Eau de Toilette does have like a brighter opening, and some people may prefer that to this. If you can get the EDT cheaper on eBay, just pick that one up. But either way, so long as you're wearing something Black Orchid, you're gonna get massive compliments for it. It's just such a sultry, nocturnal, sexy, attractive fragrance. It's really iconic. Anyways, those are just 5 amazing winter scents. If you've ever worn them before, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.